We've all had our oops moments in life. Perhaps you forgot to turn the water off before leaving the house, bought a pair of shoes online that turned out to be doll shoes, called someone the wrong name for way too long, or accidentally spent a month using fabric softener instead of detergent. But there are oops moments, and then there are oops moments. And Florencia Lobo definitely had the latter when a trip to the vet revealed something surprising about the kitten she'd recently adopted. The little cat she'd rescued after finding its mother dead was not a stray, as she had thought, but was actually a puma. Oops, indeed. If you come across an abandoned baby animal in the street, we're sure that you'd do whatever you could to make sure they were safe and well. There are not many people that would leave a vulnerable animal out to fend for themselves. So when a woman came across a tiny kitten with no mother to look after it, she instantly knew that she had to adopt him. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. It all started when Lobo and her brother discovered two kittens by the side of the road and took them in Argentina. The two brothers were cuddled up next to their dead mother, and Lobo and her brother assumed that they'd found a family of stray, domesticated cats. Lobo decided to try to save the kittens and brought the pair home with her. The kittens were very young and very weak, and unfortunately, one of them ended up passing away. With both his mother and his sister now gone, the remaining kitten was all alone in the world. However, the remaining cub had lots of fight in him. The brave little guy recovered fast. That is, except for Lobo, who was determined to keep the little cat safe, healthy, and loved. She named him Tito, and under Lobo's loving care, the adorable little cat grew stronger each day. Thanks to Lobo, Tito was able to survive and thrive despite losing his mother at such a young age. He likes to play, bite, and run pretty fast, Lobo said. He liked to get on the table and jump from there. He thought it was normal. Lobo did everything she could to keep her new fur baby in good health. She fed, litter trained, and looked after her cub. He was growing stronger by the day, and after Tito had lived with her for about 2 months, she scheduled a vet appointment for him. There was nothing noticeably wrong with the kitten, but Lobo thought it would be wise to get him checked out just to make sure that he didn't have any hidden or underlying issues. But Lobo was in for a big surprise. When she took Tito to the vet told her that Tito wasn't a normal house cat. The vet then put her in contact with a local nature reserve who could confirm what the vet had suspected. Tito wasn't a kitten, he was a cub. A puma cub, to be exact. A Jaguarundi puma, which is native to southern North America and South America. This was obviously shocking news to Lobo, who loved and nurtured the little cub for weeks. The nature reserve said that although Jaguarundi pumas only grow slightly larger than your average house cat, they still belong in the wild, so Tito would have to be let go. And so, little Tito was invited to move into the reserve and trade his house cat days for a life in the wild. After 2 months of caring for her little cub, Florencia was naturally quite disappointed to have to let him back out into the wild. But the nature preserve promised to take good care of him and make sure that he was released in a safe location. They shared some pictures of Tito the puma, along with this message onto their Facebook page. We want to thank the people who delivered the pet, and we want to send the message that these animals are not pets. They must be in place. Even if it seems harmless and one can get attached, we must not have them in our homes. Though Lobo made a mistake when she assumed Tito was a kitten, it was a very lucky mistake, because whether kitten or cub, Tito is alive today thanks to her love and care. If Lobo and her brother hadn't found him, the poor cub would not have lasted long. He followed me everywhere. He never lacked any meat, milk, or anything where I live. He was a pet for me, a somber Lobo said. If you raise and spoil him, you feel like he's yours, and it causes you pain that they take him away. But deep down, I know that it's good that they took him and will return it to nature. Now, Tito has a wonderful life ahead of him, and Lobo has a great story to tell. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.